What's interesting is, go figure, we have great foresight here at NRA TV. You have great foresight. I remember, it has to be almost 2 years ago, you started covering the rise of acid attacks and even knife attacks in London. And here we see those acid attacks have increased since you first started reporting on them.
Yeah, and now so their answer to that is, of course, to put an age limit on buying household cleaners and try to ban certain chemicals in their country. And of course, you know, we've reported many times on their plan to basically ban pointy things in Great Britain. They want you to grind the tips off of all of your kitchen knives. They want to make it illegal to buy any pointy kitchen knives from now on. So crazy things like that. This is what you have when you have a country that is socializing many of their systems and treats their people as subjects, not as citizens.
Chuck,
now, what we're seeing is
Chuck, hold on one second. We need to talk about this. So they really are advocating for grinding down the tips of your knives. Now, think about, Chuck, you have a kitchen knife, I have a kitchen knife. There is no way either one of those kitchen knives is going to be used to do an evil deed in whether Dallas or in West Virginia where you have a home. There's no way we're using those knives for evil. I mean, unless we're stuck. Grinding the tips of our knives does nothing. And you better believe the criminals are not going to grind down the tips of their knives.
Oh, they'll grind them down to be sharper, you know? I mean, that's just it. I mean, they, again, over and over and over again, they punish law-abiding citizens to the detriment of their own safety. And we actually, John Correa and I were talking about this yesterday and today, that every time they put a law like this in place, whether or not it is about guns, whether it's about knives, whether it's about kitchen cleaners, it's going to disproportionately affect the poor. That is, the people who can't afford to go out and buy new kitchen knives that are compliant, the people who can't afford to, give up their guns, the people who are most likely to be attacked in their homes, most likely to need that self-defense, and yet, Sadiq Khan has a armed security detail. The wealthy people in those countries, any of these countries we look at, they can afford either to protect themselves or to hire somebody to do that. But it's disproportionately hurting the people who need it the most.